And next we have Rich Leys, who's got a chili dog casserole. Rich?
And I'm back again. As Jim said, I have a chili dog casserole. Now, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to spray your pan, which Jim asked me to use because he forgot his. Once you spray your pan, you're going to take your first can of Hormel chili, which I prefer to call gas. Put that in the bottom of your pan. Spread it around in the bottom of your pan. Then you're going to take your tortillas. Jim, I think these were your tortillas. The small one. You're going to take your tortillas, put that down, and you're going to take your hot dogs, ballpark. I have meat. They say use beef, but I have meat, so you can use either one, I guess. You take your hot dog, put it in between your tortilla. You're going to roll it, and you're going to put it seam down inside the chili. Any questions so far?
Just keep the music going.
Okay. One more, almost done. Okay.
Perfect.
Once you have your dogs in their roll, then you take your second can of gas. And you put this on top. Just want to say you might want to have a little side of Pepto-Bismol when this is done. Because you might need it. And make sure you stay close to the bathroom. Because you might have to one thing. Don't lift the covers up either. Okay, then, our final ingredients, your cholesterol.
Cheddar cheese.
Yeah, cheddar cheese. Okay, there you have your chili dog casserole. And now I will get you the finished product. $4.25 your oven for about 25 minutes or until the hot dogs are cooked and the cheese is melted.
He's getting that. We're throwing the rest of that Mexican cheese on top of the salsa, on top of the tortillas and everything, putting it back in for another 10 minutes at 350. You gotta watch that clock, and I just did by about 8 minutes, so this one's a little toastier than the other.
And here, you have your finished product.
Very good. And now, Jack McGough. Get down to dessert.
I need to bring you up to date, though, on a couple of things, first of all. I knew that Chef Lou was going to be coming in here, and I knew what he had been through. So when they wanted someone to cook something, I said, no, I'm not going to go against that. Did you ever watch those television programs where there was 4 people that were doing the cooking, and they all met together at the end, who had the best? And then somebody was yanked out all the time? I was not going to be that person. No, right, I was not, because they're too good. And I could, if it was just something, I mean, I could be knocked out before I was finished. I'll tell you all the time, you know. But I keep on doing. Like, and I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing now because I need to talk about some other things. Everybody did a really great job here. Everybody really did a really great job. And initially, you know, today is just some significant time, you know. I'm going to make dessert. I'm going to have dessert here. It's just about finished. However, I need to have a little lesson first. And what the lesson is about what I'm giving you today would be Cherry Delight. Now the lesson is cherry. Cherry. Well, didn't he knock down a cherry tree? So then you have to find the cherry? There he is again. Didn't he knock down a cherry tree? Well, I found the cherries. I found them. So I guess I don't know if it was true that he really knocked down the tree. However, if you can't find the cherry, then what you have to do, I had this hidden away. You had to get the can of cherries. Okay? That's the first thing you have to do. And just so you know, when I'm talking about the cherries, yesterday was the birthday of him, right? That was yesterday. So today was this time. And what I have for you is completely finished in here at this particular time. And I'll go over what we have. We have 1 can, 21 ounces of the cherry pie filling, okay? We had yellow cake mix, right here. Okay? We had 1/3 cup of chopped peanuts. And what you don't see is what you're going to be putting it on. Because you could put it on, what do I have in there, Doc?
Ice cream and Cool Whip.
Ice cream. No. Okay. Let's go. So, you can either put... Now, I'm just using you because the last wife that was mentioned... Oh, Jim is over there. I can't say what happened over there. But I just tend to forget things. So, and then the ice cream, or when you're going around, what I can do is just give you just a handful of what's in here, because you don't need the ice cream. The ice cream is the extra. The ice cream is the extra. And the only reason you get the ice cream is because when you go by me, after you finish all this, I want you to say, you really did a good job on this one. So thank you very much. After you finish all these great foods, you're welcome to come up, and we're gonna talk about what you can have. So thank you very much. You too.
And finally, we have another new face. Steve volunteered to come show us. And Steve, what you got for us? Cinnamon surprise is what it says here. I thought you said salmon this morning. I was expecting salmon. Okay.
But we got it right now. So
Good.
it's important. I'm extremely honored to be here among such fine cooks from up and down the eastern seaboard. We all recognize that, don't we? You've done a great job. What I'm going to be doing, and I wanted to mention to you before we get started, I'm doing a little slapstick thing. By no means am I trying to make fun of the profession at all. A little disclaimer, because I have great respect for that. I was tempted to sort of sneak over and just whisper that in your ear while we were doing things, but so I hope you don't get upset with me. Okay. Not at all. I have to admit that. I think you'll see when I'm done. I'm not a cook.
You are a magician, though.
Right? I'm sorry?
You are a magician.
Well, we're going to find out in a minute whether that's true or not. But this is a very humbling experience for me to be here tonight. Before we get started, I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. As you know, I'm fairly new to the church with my wife, Donna. And, well, I'd like to show you a picture of my kids. And that was before Donna? Yes. This is my pride and joy. Nobody's opening the door yet, so I think I'm okay so far. I want to do a prediction. Nothing to do with cooking here, but I need somebody to help me. About all the way in the back, right there. You can just stay right where you are. I met you before, but what is your name?
Marie.
Marie, okay, everybody knows Marie, don't you? Okay, how about a round of applause? We'll give another round afterwards. We need to clarify this in the very beginning. Well, let me ask you this. No, let's do this one. Have I approached you that we were going to be doing anything like this so far? Okay, now, as I say, I've got a prediction here. We're going to work with this. And again, I have not come to you prior to this. Yes, I'm sorry?
You have not.
I have not. I'm going to take that as a no. So we're moving with a prediction going here. I want you to think for a minute. Just think of a four-legged animal. Got it? Okay, what is it?
Dog.
A dog. Unbelievable. I drew it before I came in here. I never said I was an artist. But this is my rendition of the dog, so we're on the same wavelength. Last week, you were out shopping. There was one specific item that you needed to get. Of course, you bought some other items too. We all do. We get in the store. But do you remember what that one item that you definitely needed last week when you were in the store?
Yes.
Okay, what was that item? Share with all of us.
Cupcake foil.
Sorry?
Cupcake.
Cupcake foil. This is unbelievable.
No, good.
This is the UPC code. All right, this is what we're going to call the crescendo here. This is the end. You're familiar with playing cards? Okay, there's 52 of them. Forget the jokers. Pick one of the cards. Just start focusing on that. You got it? Would you tell us what is that card?
7 of diamonds.
What is that card?
7 of diamonds.
7 of diamonds. Would you believe the 7 of diamonds is right on that page there? So can we give Marie a big round of applause? I guess I do need to tell you about my credentials. Even though I did say something earlier, I actually studied at the Academy of Aunt Jemima Trade School of the Culinary Arts. I was there in a program for 17 months. I learned quite a bit. I've worked in the food industry for 5 years. 3 of those years as a head chef for Flip Flap Jack's House of Pancakes in Ashtabula, Ohio. Anybody ever been to Ashtabula? No? Have you heard of Flip Flap Jack's? No. Okay. Well, they only have that one location, so if you were ever my other 2 years in the food industry were with the world's famous, get this, Stirring It Up, Batter Barn, and Sioux Falls, Oklahoma. How about, anyone ever heard that one too? No. Okay. Well, I'm supposed to say now, I think I've proved my credentials, but I guess I haven't really proven much there, have I? Well, let's move on to the cinnamon surprise here. That was supposed to stay in there. Okay, now, well, when we're with a meal, there's usually an ambience, an atmosphere when we consume the meal. That's easily done with candles, isn't it? Anybody ever eat by candlelight before? That's kind of fun. I have found to really get it going, let's do it while we're preparing the meal, rather than wait till the meal actually starts. So if we can get that started. Okay. In a meal, there's 2 main parts. You have the meal itself, and then the beverage, and in this case, the tea that complements the meal. With the way this works, tea prior to the meal enhances the taste buds, opens them up, and you can be more receptive to receiving the taste of the meal that will perform afterwards. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the tea. Take the yellow silk, place that in there. And we've got lemon tea going for us there, for those that like lemon tea. We're going to take the little red silk, place that in there, mix that up. We're going to have the raspberry tea for those that like raspberry. Now, can anybody imagine what type of tea this might make?
Green tea.
Green tea. Have you seen this before? Put the green tea in. I mean, the green silk. Put that in there. There we go. Okay. So now we've got our teas going. For those that like the lemon, you like raspberry, and we got the green tea. We've all consumed that. Now the taste buds are flaring like crazy. Let's move this out of the way. This is what we're going to actually prepare the meal in. This is what's known as a grade 4 flash paper that generates the heat. This is used by many magical chefs across the country. Have you ever used this type of flash paper? No. No? And I can see it comes out fine without it, so I need the help with this. So what we're going to do here, does anybody know what flash paper does?
Flashes.
It flashes, hence the name, right? Okay, just let that simmer. Bring that down to like 300 degrees at that point. I don't know what I'm turning there. But, all right, as that's getting together, this is magically delicious. And what we've got for you here are 2 pieces of specially simmered toast with the cinnamon, and here's where the surprise comes in. And voila, we've got our special cinnamon toast surprise. I have to say, if anybody wants this recipe, I have a background check application you need to fill out, and I need to check to see just, what type of person you really are before I would pass this information on. But I'm willing to do that if you want. So thank you very much.